Peace and blessings. It's July 25th, Tuesday, 2023. It's one from the garden. Just want to give you some lesson life. This is on the side of my driveway. This is a simple, praise be to Allah. This is a simple sunflower. So the lesson here is this is one that I transplanted from way over there, and I'll go over there in just a moment, show you another lesson. This is one of those that I gave up on in its infancy. You can see that little bend there. I had to support it in its infancy. Like human beings, we all need support sometime. Now look at it. Okay. I originally gave up on this thing, but I said I'm going to keep it and support it while it's still giving life. Now look at it. It's beautiful. Arguably the most beautiful one we got in the garden now. Lesson here is that life needs support. Doesn't grow all the time. And see, these had their time over here. Okay? These particular sunflowers, they were the biggest ones. Yes, they're ready for harvest. I'm sure my wife will be out here harvesting these things soon. Okay, so these were ready for harvest. They were up to 12 to 13 feet. But now their life cycle is done. And they'll be coming down, at least the big ones will be coming down soon. So you have to support things. We had storms like anyone else does in Georgia. This right here is our amaranth plant. But I want you to see our tomatoes. You see that bend in that tomato? These are what I call survivor plants. And I have a name that I coined, and many of you who garden and farm, you can use this if you want. When I find a plant growing in the compost or something that can't survive in an area, I'll put it in an area where it can actually grow in and of itself. Okay? That's a beautiful thing to do if you value life. Because take a look. Even with the storms and it bending, it's still trying to live. See that? See that bend? I don't know if you can see that bend in there. That's it, the plant going towards life. And so all life, and there's my fig tree trying to come back. This fig, let me tell you a story about this fig. This fig right here died until let me grab this weed out of here. This fig died and was gone until I put other plants around it. See, when it was still in its infancy, it needed the support and the love of other plants. I had it on its own and it died. See, that's a lesson right there. Gardening can show you a lot about life because it is life. I believe that's why the Creator made it such that the first job he gave human beings was gardening or farming. Because until you respect life, you're not going to know how to deal with each other. All people need support, especially when they're infants. Scripture says in the Bible, raise a child in the way they ought to go, and when he is old, he will not depart from the path. That's also a positive and negative. Believe me, I know firsthand, if you raise a child to do the wrong thing or think the wrong thing, they'll continue that as an adult until some knowledge comes. I know two young men right now. They'll know the first thing about what it is to be a son because they were taught wrong. That's the truth. So plants can show you an aspect of life that you may not understand is there. That's why I believe, excuse me, y'all, I was just doing some errands. That's why I believe it's important for humanity to be gardening and farming, especially for those people who you see in leadership. They don't know how to respect life. Go get a garden. Tell them to get a garden. In fact, one of the things you can help leadership, and I'm talking even a man, you know, sisters, some of these men don't know the first thing about leadership. Trust me, I talk to a lot of men. Give them a plant to take care of. See if they can keep that thing alive. You have a leader who's being abusive. I don't care what religion they are. Pastor, preacher, reverend, lieutenant, captain, whatever title, minister, reverend, doctor. Give them a plant to keep alive and see if they can keep that thing alive for about a month. They'll learn more about existence. So that's our lesson from the garden today. If you have any questions, call me at 470-531-2676, Original Wellness. Peace.